This is a video of some pad drills. Unfortunately, the noise levels from the wind on this day were particularly bad, with gusting throughout the entire 3 or 4 hours that we did. I thought I'd do a simple voiceover just to help, and let's hope it does. Basically, all we're doing here is ensuring that we have correct structure on the shifting and the centerline punch. Many lineages allow you to shift on the heels here, which has an advantage of speed. However, as you're pivoting on the heels, it gives you a single point of failure, and that's a really weak point. So structurally, it's far better to move an individual heel at a time. So if at any stage you're intercepted, you will still have the coverage. So this is a progressive drill. Initially, we're just doing 2 punches, and then the pad holder fires a shot forward, which we intercept with Biu. We then packs out and punch, and depending on the feed we get, that will determine what actions we follow up with. So if the force from the packs out of the defender pushes over the center line, then simply we Biu underneath, and then we come in from the other side and we finish by stepping out with 3 punches rather than closing. If, however, the force comes down the center, then there's actually no need to do that, and we'll do an inside gate pack and punch.
You have no coverage. As soon as what you're doing is you're committing one arm and the other arm's leaving you open. There, you're leaving that arm open. Whereas I'm going 1, 2, 3. Look, there's still a Biu there, and there's still a Biu Sau there. And I pack Sau punch back into guard stance. I then come under Biu. This comes back as a Wu. It's still there. 1, 2, 3. That's really important. And if you do it with the pads, I'll show you. So look, the technique is critical because you're keeping the centre line closed all the time. So look, from here, 1, 2, 1, 2, still in there. Okay? Coming back to our punch, centre line closed. 1, 2, 3.
That was a little piece where I was focusing Matt on the fact that he hadn't got Biu Sau covering his backstop.
And all you're doing now is starting to react to the pressure. Well, what happens if I don't push across the centre? If I hold the centre line, so look, you do it again, 1, 2, 3, there, I hold the centre. So here we go, 1, 2, strike. Boom, there. So look now, so you've pushed across the centre, so here I go, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Look, 1, 2, strike. There, don't push across the centre. So if the centre line's held, look. You hold the centre line.
Well, why you show us the long one first and they go down?
They're both up, depending on what happens to your arm. This is the key. Punch. Straight punch. Where was that going? So where was my pack side going? Where did you feel the force direction again?
On the elbow.
But which direction is it going?
No, towards me.
Towards you, yeah. So I'm holding the centre when I do that. But a lot of people, when they do pack side punch, do that. So, yeah, but if you do that, then I'm taking your hand out of the way. So you're already going to the outside. So look, if you pack punch and you pack out, put it off. So if you pack out with that hand, I'm coming because I've gone to the outside because you've pushed across the centre. But if you come down the middle, I just get on the centre. Because if you're holding the centre, I just want to get through. But if you push it across there, then I let it go and do something else with it. And that's what we're doing, we're letting it go. So 1, there. But actually we're punching. It's the same principle. All you're trying to do is work with the force. Both are right. So I'm not showing you the long way and the short way. I'm showing you optimal routes based upon what feed you get. That's all. The centre. 1, 2. That comes in. I'll do this time instead. I'm going to pack, check, there. So now I'm going to push it. 2, 3. 1, 2. There's my strike. Pack down punch like you did before. Right, but look, my force is now coming towards you. So instead, you lift your left hand, you pack down my hand away, and there. Then you can either come through with a fat Sau or a Chung Sau, whatever. But as soon as you make contact, I want to step back out and do 3 more punches. And you can't really use a punch because punch. Right, that is the limit of your third tail punch rate. Any closer than that, it's going to compress on the wheel. So when you pack sound at the inside gate, it has to be open your hand out, something like a Chung Sau or a Fak Sau across. Either way is good, but the Chung Sau means you don't have to move. You just make contact and then step back out. 1, 2, 3. And again, it's about that distance control because you can't use a punch that close. This is because we're already past the palm strike. Because look, here I've done my Fak Sau punch there. So look, my next option there is that because it's the least movement. It's there. I'm just changing the shape of the fist to that. It's like the here form we open to Tansau. So after the punch, all I'm doing is I'm coming in Fak Sau punch, and I'm opening that into a Chung Sau. That's all. Doesn't matter. You can use any technique. You can't use the punch from there because they're too close. So 1, 2, 1. Fak Sau punch. Look there, and then back out 1.
What the fuck is my hand not? Right.
Because you're going for too much power. Look out. Put your hands out again. How much power do I go for here? It's a drill. Strike. I don't need to go for power because I'm relying on your power.
I want enough power for everyone.
Yeah, which is great if it hits. But if it gets redirected, it's not so good.
Right.
1, 2, 1.
And then
Watch. Fak Sau. No, Fak Sau. Chung Sau. And back out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And again. So now, I want to do it based on feel. If I push across the centre line, you go outside. If I don't push across the centre line, I maintain the centre, and you go inside with that. 1, 2, strike. 1. If I go here and step out here, I've robbed myself of the distance and the power. From here, the reason I use Biu is because I've cut the centre. Look, I don't have to move. Bang.
fuck.
Bang. 2, good. Bang. In we go. Look, to the centre. I'm already there. So when what are you doing? Tip the view and then adjust your shoulder. The more you move away, the more chance I get to recover. 1, 2, there. Bang! There you go. So view from where you are. View. Why did you step? Just shift.
Don't shift.
Look, put your hands out.
Don't shift.
1, 2. Hang on. So look, make sure you get the centre point. 1, 2. Use your hands where they are, and then on the third one. 1, 2. Strike. Look, here we go. Push across the centre so it goes down. Look. Good. Look. Now look. What I'm going to do is shift. Step.
No.
It's a valid move, but it wasn't what we meant to do. Wasn't part of the drill. So look, pat there. Again. Don't go straight for the lap. Because look, if you go straight for the lap, I can use my elbow.